Hi everyone, so I've had a few requests on how we make our gravy on the back of the roast pork Sunday dinner video, so I'm just going to show you. So just a note as well, if you want to make this vegetarian then you can, just leave out the beef stock pot and also leave out the bacon. So first off, I've just chopped up some bacon. There's about 2 to 3 rashers in there, and that is streaky bacon, but like I say, you can use any bacon that you've got. So I'm just going to fry that off just until it's cooked. If you want it nice and crispy and that's your thing, then cook it so it's nice and crispy. But I just make sure that it's sort of cooked really, so it's quite soft in our gravy, but it's personal preference to you. So once our bacon's cooked, I do remove it from the pan. Don't worry about the sort of browning on the bottom of the pan because that's all added flavour and it will come off when we add the rest of the ingredients. So I've just popped some oil in there, and you can see there when you lightly sort of scraping the bottom with your wooden spoon, it does come off. Now I'm adding in there finely chopped onion. If you want bigger chunks of onion, go for it. Just depends how I'm feeling on the day, to be honest, but finely chopped onion. And we don't want to caramelise these or brown them, I just want to sweat them out and soften them. So I'm going to pop them on a really low heat, and it's just going to be sort of low and slow. Just keep stirring them round, and they do go quite soft after about, I'd say about 5 minutes the process will take. Now once they've softened, we're going to put 2 garlic cloves in there. So I've got them in my crusher. Now you don't want to cook your garlic for too long because it can burn, and once it burns it goes bitter. So you're just literally going to stir this round for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then we're going to add the next lot of ingredients. So the next ingredients is going to be our stock pot. So I've got 2 vegetable and 1 beef. If you're doing a vegetarian option, just leave the beef one out. So I had a little tip from a fellow YouTuber, and they said if you squeeze the side and just give it a bit of brute force, it comes out of the pot. I couldn't get it to do it with the beef one, so I'm lucky it didn't land on the ceiling, to be fair, because when I was shaking it, so I just got the spoon and then I put it in. So what we're going to do, we're just going to mix that around, and all in all I've got about 2 pints of water, and I'm just going to gradually add the water in over certain stages. So I do give that a little bit of a mix around first, and then we're just going to add a little bit of water into the mix. And the little bit of water first off just dissolves initially the stock pots. So you can see there, as I'm just scraping the bottom of the pan, all of the flavour from when we cooked the bacon is coming off the bottom of the pan. So at this point I'm just adding the bacon back in, and we're going to add a couple more ingredients as well. So I'm going to add in some mint sauce, just standard mint sauce, and some HP fruity sauce. If you've never had HP fruity sauce, it's really nice and well worth a purchase. So there you go, there's the HP fruity. So we're going to put a good dollop of that in as well. And then we're going to give that a good mix round, and then we'll add the rest of our water. So I've added about 1/2 pint so far, and I'm going to add a further 1.5 pints. And then what we're going to do, we're going to let it just simmer away and bubble and boil. And as a thickening agent, it's up to you what you want to use. You can use a cornstarch slurry, which is just basically corn flour and water, and you just pour that in and it'll thicken your gravy up. Or you can add a couple of tablespoons of Bisto gravy and that'll thicken it up. So it's at the point now where we need to add some thickening agent, and I've just added a little bit of Bisto. That works for me. Sometimes I use corn flour as well. And then all you're going to do is give it a good stir round, and there you go guys, there's your gravy done. If you want it thinner, obviously add less thickening agent. If you want it thicker, then add more. Enjoy.